just leave. I go home. I go home to my life, and I take care of my cat and do all the stuff I'm supposed to.
It was sudden. No farewell speech. No emotional goodbye at the View's iconic table. Just silence. Whoopi Goldberg has reportedly left the country, and her exit closely follows an $800 million defamation lawsuit filed by rising conservative figure Karoline Leavitt. But this isn't just a legal battle. It's a media whirlwind unfolding in real time. Inside sources say ABC is scrambling. Executives in damage control, producers on edge, sponsors pulling out, and PR teams working overtime. Meanwhile, Whoopi? Insiders claim she boarded an international flight mere days after a judge fast-tracked discovery in the case. Some say she needed a break. Others suspect something far more strategic. So what really happened here? Why the sudden disappearance? And how did this guest segment turn into a courtroom drama with national attention? Let's unpack the layers. But first, if you're here for the facts the mainstream avoids, hit that like button and subscribe for more fearless deep dives.
You don't have anything to say. You blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Let's rewind. What began as a routine interview quickly turned into something far more charged. Karoline Leavitt, young, composed, and unapologetically conservative, took a seat at a table not known for welcoming opposing views. She smiled, stayed poised, and braced for impact. From the moment the segment began, it was clear this wouldn't be a soft interview. Joy Behar led with pointed jabs about Karoline's age and qualifications. Then Sunny Hostin took it further, questioning Karoline's background and credibility. But it was Whoopi Goldberg who allegedly made the most controversial remark, a line now cited as the trigger for the lawsuit, implying Karoline wasn't there on merit but as a token. The audience laughed. Karoline didn't. She didn't fire back, didn't tweet. She simply left with a phone call to her legal team. And from there, the story took a sharp, unexpected turn.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
It erupted online. Headlines across TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, blared, Karoline Leavitt sues The View for $800 million. Commentators, influencers, and attorneys analyzed every second of the segment. Legal experts weighed in, calling it a potential landmark case in media accountability. And this lawsuit wasn't empty rhetoric. It came armed with documentation, timestamps, and receipts. It named Whoopi, Joy, Sunny, and ABC, accusing them of reputational harm and calculated defamation. Karoline's team reportedly dissected every moment, on-air dialogue, facial reactions, even teleprompter cues. But what really sparked public outrage? Internal communications. One email allegedly outlined how to structure the segment. Start with age-based jabs, pivot to race, and close with ideological tension. A Slack message reportedly read, "She's trending, go hard." Critics said it painted a picture not of spontaneous conversation, but of a planned confrontation. Karoline's lawyer addressed it directly. This isn't about censoring free speech. It's about drawing the line at character assassination. ABC tried to contain the fallout, but Karoline? She wasn't backing down.
Think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
At first, Whoopi brushed it off. On air, she called the lawsuit political theater, something not to be taken seriously. But behind the curtain, the mood reportedly shifted. Sources say she started arriving late, skipping rehearsals, and avoiding key meetings. Then came the court summons, a formal legal order delivered to ABC's offices. Publicly, her team downplayed it, but insiders say the expedited discovery process caught her off guard. A judge ruled that the case had enough merit and urgency to move quickly. Backstage, whispers grew louder. One producer was overheard saying Whoopi muttered, "I didn't think she'd really go through with it." The legal team for Karoline ramped up, demanding access to raw footage, internal messages, and production logs. One internal memo reportedly encouraged the cast to provoke a reaction for editing purposes. Even more shocking, during court proceedings, never-aired clips were introduced. In one, Whoopi allegedly joked off camera, not realizing her mic was hot, saying, "She's reading lines. Mention Trump, she'll freeze." That moment reportedly stunned the room. When the clip surfaced online, it changed the narrative. Doubters began asking hard questions. Then, out of nowhere, Whoopi was gone. No announcement, no farewell. Just a memo citing a wellness-related absence 2 days before her scheduled deposition. Soon, reports emerged of a flight to Europe under a private alias. Some speculated Tuscany. Others said a tropical hideaway. But one fact stood out. She left as court proceedings intensified.
This is a party that says we believe in parents' rights. You're telling me that as a parent, I'm not smart enough to decide if my child and I need to have gender affirming. Our doctors are not involved. What is going? So I can't decide what my kid reads. I can't decide for my child what my child says is going on. You're telling me your beliefs, and they keep saying it, and I keep saying, what Bible are you reading? Because God was really clear. Very clear.
ABC, meanwhile, is said to be in full-blown crisis mode. A leaked memo verified by multiple insiders reportedly warned, "We are hemorrhaging trust, viewership, and credibility. Prepare for possible cancellation." That word, cancellation, reportedly sparked panic. Joy Behar, insiders claim, felt betrayed by leadership's inaction and is contemplating her future on the show. Sunny Hostin, once the show's legal anchor, now finds herself the subject of criticism, with headlines questioning how an experienced attorney failed to see this legal fallout coming. Morale backstage is reportedly collapsing. Crew members whisper about backup hosts being screen-tested. Daily emergency Zoom calls have become the new normal. Advertisers, once loyal sponsors of The View, are said to be pausing or pulling campaigns. Some have allegedly withdrawn entire daytime budgets from ABC, citing reputational concerns. And through it all, Karoline Leavitt hasn't gloated. No tweets, no press circuit. Just quiet, focused progress. Because for her, this isn't about headlines. It's about holding a powerful platform accountable. And as for Whoopi? Whether or not she returns, the shadow is already cast. Her decades-long career now tethered to 2 words: defamation lawsuit.
First job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job. Because women were not invited to that table.
Now it's your turn. What do you think? Did Whoopi really step away for wellness? Or was this a calculated exit ahead of legal heat? Should ABC cancel The View before it drags down more of the network? And has Karoline Leavitt unexpectedly become one of the most influential legal voices of her generation? Drop your thoughts below. I'll be watching. And before you go, hit that like button. Because let's face it, Karoline didn't just respond. She set off a cultural aftershock. One host walks off, another stays silent, and the world is left watching as a long-reigning talk show teeters on collapse. This isn't just a headline. It's a turning point. Stay tuned, because the next chapter? It's going to be explosive.